For Camille, this lift won her the gold in her weight category for the squat, one of the three disciplines in the sport of powerlifting. The lift was crucial. The contention for first place was a close one. Hong Kong was right behind Camille and she had to submit her lift weights. Choose a number too small and Hong Kong could beat it, shattering the dreams of a podium finish. But it was not the competition that was the toughest. The road leading here was tough too.
At India, the 137.5 was not foreign to me as I've done a weight that was close to it. But it was a tough grind. However, was it a risk at the competition that was needed at that time? Yes, it was, because it was a winning lift that I needed for our country. And in my mind, I knew I could do it because I've trained for it.
Like almost everyone out there, Camille works a day job. She would come home for dinner and then head for training, a schedule she keeps day in, day out in the months leading to the competition.
My routine can get quite mundane, but it is straightforward. On days especially when work gets tough and I have to train on that day, with the added weight, it does get tougher. But I feel that is when we need to know our body, we need to know when to take rest or when to push ourselves. And also having a partner that supports, it really helps.
Camille is not the only one that holds a full-time job while trying to be a national athlete.
Switching to a more competitive program, I found was a bit more difficult for me. I had to balance work, training, being on a more competitive program. I found that I had to train a little bit more hours per week, and I was traveling for work. So on days that I don't train, I will be meal prepping. So most of my days were quite busy. I had a lot less time to do the stuff that I enjoyed. So it was a little bit of a sacrifice, but it was something that I was willing to take to perform my best in India.
But for some, it is not about balance.
Yeah, to me, I believe an athlete's career is pretty short. So it's either, you go big or go home. And I wanted to really push myself as hard as I could during that short period of time to help Malaysia, get, known as one of the powerhouses or, at the highest level that we could get. I knew that if I wanted to do well, I had to put in the effort. And being away from the sport for 6 months, I was a bit behind the rest. So I had to double up the training, and being a business owner, it gave me the flexibility to prioritize training the flexibility in putting training over business.
For the team that went to India, none of them are sponsored. All of them paid to make the journey to represent the country on their own. It was the love of the sport and for the joy of representing the country that drove them. And for some in the squad, balance was very unique. As a personal trainer in Honey Badgers, finding time to invest in his training was a challenge.
Yeah, it's pretty tiring, as in that when people sleeping, I still awake, to finish out all my work, or else will be another compound, a lot of loads. Actually, I have a pretty hard time to find a time to train, because usually when I train, it's people having lunchtime. So I work at the morning and I have to really purposely squeeze out some time, like middle of the day when people are having lunch. Then I will train, I squeeze in everything. Then after that, I have to go back to the coaching again back at 4 o'clock. Then I try to keep it short and simple, and effective as well. So throughout the days, I just try to find time. This is my only choice. Okay, first thing first is I have to deliver the program to them, to my athletes, because they need it for the training for the next day. Then I have no choice. Sometimes, not say no choice, I feel like this is my responsibility as a coach, as a powerlifting team coach. Then I don't want to let them down as well. So I just have to motivate myself to keep on going until 3-4 o'clock. I have to wake up even earlier morning to settle all the email. Then it'll be this is my responsibility. I have no other complaint on it. So
Sometimes the sacrifice is worth it. Calvin bagged 3 silvers and a bronze in India. Well worth it for the pride to be able to represent their nation, to stand with their brothers and sisters that train together some of them since the very beginning. The one moment when everything faded and only the sound of your teammates, the brotherhood you forged, the flag you bear on your chest, and the cues to get the weights up.